Friend of mine who works in medtech and biotech staffing and recruiting, he was telling me heads of quality and CEOs really struggle with getting people excited about working in quality. I thought you need to get people excited about working in quality. So in this video, I wanted to go over 3 reasons why I think anyone who works in medtech or biotech should work in quality. Welcome back to Let's ComBinate. If it's your first time here, I'm Subi. I'm a consultant, trainer, and auditor, and I'm the founder and principal at Let's ComBinate. I've spent my whole career in medical device and pharma research, development, industrialization, and quality. And it wasn't always so. I wasn't always a believer in what I'm about to tell you. My original goal was to open up a coffee shop. My first role in quality, I was moonlighting as a barista on nights and weekends, daydreaming about my exit. And a year after doing that, I realized I'm really enjoying quality. And I think that this is kind of what I want to do for the rest of my life, because for my first few years of working in industry, I felt like I was taking on roles that weren't really aligned with what my natural talents and skill sets were. And it was like working against myself. And when I got into quality, it was like a match made in heaven. I do think that there's benefit in working in quality for anyone under the sun who's in biotech and medtech. I wanted to go over the reasons that I think working in quality benefits you. Getting into the 3 reasons. The first reason that you should work in quality is because you learn how the business actually works. And what I mean by that is quality is married to the product from cradle to grave. It's really the only function that has the through line from development to suppliers to manufacturing to operations to the actual management of the product to dealing with changes if they're driven by regulatory or a supplier. You quickly see that quality is really the through line that a product sees end to end. And because of that, quality requires you to think in systems and not really in terms of kind of isolated functions or isolated tasks or isolated responsibilities. Whether you stay in quality or even if you just do a stint in quality, you end up carrying a much broader understanding of how things work because you are in that function. So quality gives you the broadest scope of understanding within a business. Now, the second reason that I think everybody should work in quality is because you learn how to make decisions within a structure. And you also learn how to defend those decisions. Most quality decisions, whether they're made in development or scale up or post market, they're not black and white. And a procedure will sometimes give you step-by-step instructions in terms of what needs to be done. But in many cases, it's not going to tell you exactly what to do in every single situation. You may have evidence that needs to be generated, or you may have data that's conflicting, or you may have a process that is set up for the 90% of cases that normally will come up, but not the 10% that you're actually dealing with. And since we're always working with limited time and limited resources, understanding how to evaluate and assess risk using a risk-based approach and being able to document the structure that you work in, it is a skill that's really important to understand in the regulated industries that we work in. And you begin to think about the value and depth of information needed to be able to communicate why a decision was set up, and also evaluate if this were to ever come up in an inspection or an audit, would you be able to defend it? And so in audits, people always talk about the red face test. And I've heard it so many times that if you're in the process of writing a document, that you should adopt the mindset that the next time this document is looked at is by FDA, or the next time this document is looked at is in the middle of another regulatory inspection or during some, important review. And so you learn exactly when more information is needed to make a decision, or if evaluating risk is the important course of action, which helps a person, especially if they're young, develop their judgment, which in many cases is actually harder to teach than just the broad-based technical knowledge. Working in quality is really helpful in being able to navigate the gray areas in a way that is thoughtful, structured, and defensible, because you're also responsible for dealing with inspections and audits and dealing with observations out of those. And so you are responsible and on the hook for any outcome that comes up from there. And the third and quite possibly most important reason that you should consider working in quality if you work in medtech or biotech is you learn how to influence without having to own everything. And this is something that I learned years after reading ISO 13485. It talks about responsibility versus authority. When you look at a quality management system, one of the first implementable clauses in a quality system standard or regulation is this concept of management responsibility. In other words, top management is responsible for the quality of the system and the quality of the execution within that system. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the global head of quality or that the CEO has to approve every single deviation, but that practically speaking, they're responsible for making sure that the system is set up and that the quality management system is suitable, adequate, and effective. You have to be able to explain the risk, ask really good questions, and help take people from part A to part B, because a lot of times you may be influencing them taking different action or doing more work. Sometimes you're working with situations that have competing priorities, whether it's the speed or the cost or the timelines. And the best people are not just the ones who can point out quality problems, but can help an organization navigate how to go about them. Quality is one of those enabling functions that it's often looked at as red tape. So we have to do this because quality says we have to do it, or we can't do this because quality doesn't allow us to do it. But if you have a strong understanding of how the system operates, then you can also, in situations of ambiguity, propose solutions because you can see the through line in a way that others who are not working in the quality system day to day, they just can't see the path forward. Quality teaches you how to make decisions and influence people, even if you're not the person who's going to actually be doing the work, or even if you're not the person who's actually responsible or accountable for the work. So you may not want to spend your whole career in quality, but I hope the 3 reasons that I gave you are food for thought, because working in quality helps you understand how the business actually operates. It helps you understand how to structure, document defensible decisions, and it helps you influence people in situations where you may not have the full ownership. And with that, let me know if you have any comments in the comments below, and I will see you in the next episode.